Hey, it's $6 pizza time at Papa Gino's. Buy any large pizza and get up to 5 large cheese pizzas for just $6 each. Simple. $6 pizza time.
Welcome back to the Momcast on Papa Gino's network. We are discussing a topic that really, we need to discuss this a little further, and that is mom and guilt.
As part of taking time for yourself as a mother, yes.
Now, Kristen, as I said before, guilt applies when you've done something morally and ethically wrong, and therefore you should feel guilty. Have you done something?
No, I haven't done anything morally or ethically wrong. But
have you intentionally harmed anyone?
No, but
okay.
one of the things, not only do you sometimes feel guilty leaving your child or children and being away from them, but also you really want to be fair to your significant other, and sometimes coming home after a long day at work or whatever, is it fair to them to
All right, you just said something, coming home after a long day of work. Okay. I have been a stay-at-home mom. I've worked outside of the home. I've worked part-time outside, and it's all work.
That's very true.
Most important, wonderful thing you will ever do in your life. It's the most gratifying, challenging thing you'll ever do.
I disagree. I shoveled some snow this winter, and that was much more gratifying.
All right,
can
I'm
see
in
the
the long
progress.
run. I meant.
Okay. All right.
So,
I'm with you.
so if we think of it, and again, it takes correcting people sometimes when they say, "Oh, you're not working." Oh, no. You are working. You are working actually 2 full-time jobs.
Well, I guess I could see it as long as you're being fair and giving your significant other time to do their thing as well.
Absolutely.
And making them understand, you were saying that having time to yourself is like your oxygen as a mother, and maybe talking with them honestly and openly about how important that really is.
And again, reframing that what you're doing really is, it's hard work. You know that you have twins. It's hard work. So getting back to the piece about guilt. Now, I want to ask you a question. You were saying, and I feel guilty because I want to spend time with my kids. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
By substituting the word, I feel sad, what does that do for you?
It makes me not, I don't know, it's different. I feel sad, I don't know, because I spend time with them all the time. So
Okay.
I guess it doesn't make me feel as bad. That's weird.
Okay.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Okay, so we have...
Sad that I am going out to dinner? That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It's a letting go, and it's saying, I'm sad I can't be everything. Who can be? Nobody can be everything. So sadness you can let go of. So when that guilt monster lands on your head, reframe it.
That's some good
Turn
advice. Okay, so now that we're not feeling guilty,
We've removed all that
what
now.
are some things besides getting a massage that moms can do to kind of ease into getting some time for themselves? I know one thing we talked about that does not count is going to the grocery store, because that is not, unless you really love going. I guess if it relaxes you, then maybe you're in the minority. But a lot of people will say, "Oh, I get time. I go to the grocery store on Saturday or whatever." That's not time for you. You're not thinking about yourself. You're not relaxing.
That's right.
So I would say that does not count.
It's so funny. I remember talking to a woman one time, and she was asking me, Nancy, how much time have you had for yourself? And she said, when was the last time you did something alone? And I said, wait a minute. I went grocery shopping by myself last week. And she said, no.
That doesn't count.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. And you know as well as I do. It's not the same, and we do need that time.
I hate grocery shopping. I think that would stress me out more.
So as far as you're going out, you're going to shut your cell phone off. You're going to go out, and now that the kids are a little bit older, and I understand at the beginning, it's a little difficult. Right. So what's the last time you did? When's the last time you did something by yourself?
Well, actually,
Don't tell me grocery shopping.
No.
Okay.
It's not grocery shopping. I'm having a hard time thinking back because it's been the holidays and whatever. But actually, coming up, I do have a trip with a girlfriend of mine. We're going to go see our college roommate. She's having a baby shower, so we're going to make the trip to go see her. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's 2.5 days. No kids, no pets, no husband. Her husband, I guess, the friend will be there. But
Okay.
But that will be a lot of fun. I think that will be
So
nice.
who's taking over and helping out?
My husband is watching the kids, and my parents will be helping when necessary. They might watch the kids for a night. So to help kind of make it fair to him, too. I'm getting this time off, so this way if my parents take the kids overnight, he'll get a little time off, too.
Oh, it's just a wonderful thing to be with friends and, during that
Yes.
period of time. You just, again, you go back to being just you.
That's true. It's you mentioned before going from me to we or to us, and that's you do kind of lose yourself in that. And
That's
it's
right.
important to find it.
And separating yourself out and gaining some distance also, again, along the lines of that oxygen, it gives you another perspective. Sometimes we get in a groove for ourselves and we wear it down and we wear it down, we keep going, and then all of a sudden we find this opportunity to swerve out of the groove and do something different. And what that does is it gives us a different perspective and it refreshes us in a way that nothing else can.
So when you say that, do you mean like starting a new class or something like that, taking dance lessons, or I mean, what are you talking about here?
One of the greatest things you can do actually is exercise.
Yes, we talked about
Exercise, right? Exercise. You can certainly justify it. Not that you have to, but you can justify exercise because it's really for you and it's for the betterment of everybody that you do exercise. And there's some great programs out there for exercise. Again, that's a period of time. Although you could go out afterwards and do something fun, you don't have to say.
We burned all those
You could
calories.
stretch the time, and it didn't exactly
Yeah,
end.
it's true. I have a girlfriend she has 3 children, and after her last baby, she started running, and she joined a running club. She's run a half marathon, and now she's training for a full marathon this fall. It's become the time for herself where she doesn't have to think about her kids. I mean, she'll even get up at 5 in the morning because it's so important to her.
Right.
And it's
right.
been such a healthy thing for her and for her marriage, and then she feels refreshed when she's with her kids. So it's worked out very well.
So do you look at that and think, oh, she should be feeling guilty that she's spending time on
No.
herself? Okay. So she found
No.
something that she loved to do. And again, that's an
true.
individual thing. What I might like to do is something that, someone else might not like to do. But a class, sure, you can take a class, a course, and you can depend when you're taking a class, it's at a regular time.
Actually, you were talking about exercising. Some gyms and YMCA's and stuff even have childcare. So if you're at home or it's at the weekend and you're wondering what to do with the kids, I mean, you could even work out with your significant other and have somebody watching the children. So it's a win-win.
I remember when my kids were little, I joined a craft class. I'm not crafty, but I joined a craft class. Why? Because they were there and I was here, okay? Because I got a little distance, my husband would watch the kids, so I would go to the craft class. Now, I would sit at the head of the table because the instructor would say, can I use someone's ribbon? And give her the ribbon. And then she'd say, could I use someone's wood too? I give her the wood. Basically, I had her make the whole thing. I didn't care.
That's smart.
I didn't care because I was out and I got some distance. So whatever
I hope you
works.
got some good conversation too.
Always.
Well, I have to tell you something. My husband wins some major points. I was surprised on Valentine's Day with a trip for 2 to Paris for our 5-year wedding anniversary. I was like, are you kidding me? No kids, no pets, just us for 6 days. And it's not
I'm
necessarily just
so
mom time, but
happy to
I
hear
think
that.
that I'm going to be Have you been?
I have. It was a
never been. I'm
dream
thrilled.
come true. You will absolutely love it, and I'm so glad.
I was thrilled. I was like, I
that's
need
huge.
this.
That's so romantic too.
I thought so. But it's been a tough winter and
It's
not
been a
having
very
something
long
to look
winter.
forward to. I mean, it's just so important to be able to have something that you can be excited about and that's for you. So
Well, it's a good thing you have a cell phone. Paris is an exception.
speaking of guilt, since I'll be across across the ocean. Good Lord, now I'm feeling guilty. Nancy.
Oh,
I mean,
stop it!
sad.
Sadness,
No, I'm not sad.
sadness. That's it. Sadness. You can let that go. And we really love to have any suggestions. You have any topics you would like for us to cover? By all
Questions,
means,
comments?
sure. Just send them in to. I can't read without my glasses.
Please feel free to email
Okay.
us at themomcast@gmail.com. And we really thank you guys for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon.
Looking forward to it.